If it wasn't obvious enough, I love Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It was one of the first web series that I intently followed, aside from Red vs. Blue, and we all know how that ended up. The origins of Dragon Ball Z Abridged can be traced back to 2008, when Team 4 Star, a group of dedicated fans, set out to create a parody series. Their goal was to reimagine Dragon Ball Z in a condensed comedic format while retaining the essence of the original story. The series became popular thanks to its witty writing, humour, and memorable character interpretations.
Get that mic out of my face before I give you a colonoscopy with your camera.
Message received, violent stranger.
Although admittedly I was not there from the very beginning, as I initially started watching it around halfway through 2010, so it was already partially through the Frieza saga at that point. Rewatching the Saiyan saga, it definitely doesn't hold up as well as I remember, and this is probably a sentiment held by Team 4 Star as well. But watching how much the series improves as time goes on is a real joy. It went from focusing on just getting a bit of a laugh from the audience to pulling at their heartstrings and fleshing out the characters in ways that I think, in some cases, surpass the source material. For instance, I love Team 4 Star's version of Future Trunks. His relationship with his father was the perfect combination of humour and genuine sadness. Trunks wants so hard to be accepted by his father, but it slowly sinks in how much of a bastard Vegeta is.
Notice me! No!
It just plays out so well, and I was really looking forward to seeing how they would portray Vegeta and Trunks' relationship during the Buu saga. But unfortunately, this would never happen. At the end of 2018, the Cell saga of Dragon Ball Z Abridged concluded. After the final episode, a brief teaser for Season 4 was played, showing that Team 4 Star was planning to adapt the Majin Buu saga at the time. However, on February 1st, 2020, Kaiser Neko announced on Twitter that Dragon Ball Z Abridged was officially over, and that Team 4 Star's future focus will be on original content. While disappointing, I do understand why this decision was made. One of the most difficult tasks for Team 4 Star was dealing with the copyright and legal issues. Toei Animation owns Dragon Ball, thus parodying protected material has legal ramifications, and it appears that Japan has a different stance towards this type of thing, as Funimation was apparently fine with it. It's kind of like how Nintendo gets really butthurt over YouTube content sometimes.
Money!
But that's a whole different can of worms. Over time, Team 4 Star was subjected to copyright claims, which resulted in episodes being removed or demonetized on YouTube. This legal stuff put a strain on the series' production and distribution. And the process of producing a high quality parody series like Dragon Ball Z Abridged is time consuming and challenging. Team 4 Star put in countless hours writing screenplays, recording, editing and making animations. The team must have experienced substantial burnout as a result of the pressure to maintain a high degree of quality while satisfying viewer expectations. Balancing the series' demands with their personal and professional lives must have gotten increasingly difficult, so Dragon Ball Z Abridged came to an end. But then, in 2022, we finally got the Buu saga, though in an unconventional form. It marked a significant milestone as Dragon Ball Z Abridged celebrates its 15-year anniversary. Oh my god, it's already 15 years old. To commemorate this milestone, the popular YouTuber Totally Not Mark joined forces with Team 4 Star to craft abridged segments from the Buu saga, aptly named Buu Bits. These bite-sized segments of comedy gold were woven into Totally Not Mark's retrospective of Dragon Ball Z's Buu saga. And these Buu bits are fantastic. Years later and the team hasn't missed a beat. The voice cast delivered performances that were nothing short of amazing. The editing is masterful and the writing retains that signature wit and humour that made the original series so beloved. I can honestly say that I enjoyed all of it. But one of my favourite bits was when Android 18 and Krillin were trolling Gohan about their daughter's name.
You're right. It is funnier if we act like I don't know.
Told ya!
I also really loved how they carried through Dende's obsession of Gohan and having him just be such a dick to Videl. Also, I loved their characterization of Videl. They added some real depth and humour to her character. What truly made these Buu bits shine were the countless callbacks and payoffs to the wider Dragon Ball Z Abridged universe. Gohan's declaration,
"I am an adult,"
oozed badassery. And of course Mr. Popo's contribution to the Spirit Bomb was hilarious. Yet the pinnacle for me was undoubtedly Vegeta's final explosion.
Hug complete.
His character arc was the one I had been eagerly anticipating Team 4 Star to tackle, and they didn't disappoint. While these boo bits were an absolute delight, they left me yearning for what might have been. They touched upon some of the Boo Saga's most iconic moments, but what was missing was the lead up. The intricate narrative... Shit. Why do I use words I can't say? But what was missing was the lead up, the intricate narrative tweaks that made the Abridged series such a unique and enjoyable experience. You see, what made Dragon Ball Z Abridged exceptional was its ability to reimagine the narrative, retaining the heart of the story while allowing us to witness it through fresh comedic lenses. And I have to admit, I'd grown rather fond of Team 4 Star's versions of these beloved characters. Now, it's no secret that the Boo Saga is my least favourite part of Dragon Ball Z. Its plot meandered and the tone swung wildly, making it a somewhat perplexing chapter in the series. For those who want a more in-depth dissection of my thoughts of the Boo Saga, I recommend watching my Boo's Fury retrospective, though be warned, it might have veered into rant territory once or twice. Or maybe more. Still, I can't help but wonder what Team Star might have achieved had they tackled the Boo Saga in its entirety. I firmly believe they could have elevated it to new heights, just as they had done with the previous arcs. In fact, there are moments in their Abridged series where I genuinely felt they outshone the original. While it's unlikely we'll ever witness a full-blown Season 4 of Dragon Ball Z Abridged, these Boo bits served as a fantastic substitute. They reminded me why I fell in love with the series in the first place, and left me with a bittersweet craving for more.